This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Knights and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes the junior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside, it's crossed. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's crossed. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Great job by this defense knowing exactly where the marker was. He needed to get it to the 30, and they stop him at the 29. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. Look out! Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Quick give. It's Middleton. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds his target. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situations, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Handoff to the single back. There he goes. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going to run it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Right at the line. They were all over. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knights!
Man, it's a nice start for this offense. Their defense didn't have to play the first quarter. Like, that was unbelievable ball control, moving down the field methodically, chewing up clock, and most importantly, punching the ball in and getting the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owls offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy will sneak around, not always in the spotlight, but he is somebody you have to deal with.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players
Lots of room to run. At the 30. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Sends it back in motion. First play of this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Middleton. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through one quarter of play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the run, it's Cross. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. You really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
In the backfield, it's Lawson. Down he goes.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Knights are flying down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third.
Touchdown, Knights! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Owls' offense comes out ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. On the move at the 30. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Cross. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? 2nd down to the air. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Sees an alley. Wide open spaces. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Gonna let it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Long way to go on second down. The snap sets up to throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Rush is on. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Reese. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes a catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touchdown, Knights! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to pass on second down. Caught. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Knights will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Hey, guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half they have got to be more balanced offensively. The running game has been reliable here in the first half, but now their opponents are stacking the box on defense. It is crucial they get the pass game going, get those guys out of the box, and force them to cover downfield. A more balanced attack is essential to start the third quarter.
Okay, Holly. Right back to it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Escapes the pressure to his right. Snagged in the middle. It's Middleton.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes. Right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the
and he ends up taking a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble, and he's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Motion from the wide receiver. Drops back on 1st down. Left side is Cross. At midfield, he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And this is one of those things that are really hard to stop for a defense, man. When that QB starts to get outside the pocket, now I'm thinking he's going to run it. What are my rules? Nice job by the running back starting to creep back towards his quarterback. Now, listen, you throw it over the middle of the field late, it doesn't always turn out well, but on this play, big conversion. Nice job scrambling around, buying some time for his running back to get open.
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Here comes the heat. And they got him.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
They're working that left side. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Knights! Lining up for the PAT.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Second down, gonna throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense, no.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. It's great to have a running threat at quarterback, but he's got to take care of the ball once he gets into traffic, and he didn't there.
He does, Reese, and he's a guy that is going to get a lot of opportunities to carry the football in this game because of the speed and because of his open field running ability, but you're right. You've got to be better with your ball security. This defense, when they see the quarterback running, they start getting excited. That's a guy they feel they can rip the ball away from. They did right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes a connection. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Making the adjustment. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Right side, it's Cross. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. The Knights will try to pick it up on 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get...
Found the seam on the left. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Owls. Great job by the back on the option. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy... guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Cook. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. So the final period starts with a second down play. A run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on second and short.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun, it's Cook.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Snags it. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Dumps it to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And now after losing... fumble, there is an injured man on the field, ready to fire from the pistol. They'll move the wide receiver. The give. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Sells to fake. He lets one fly deep. Snags it. Touchdown Owls. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
They'll go to the counter. And a really short game before. It's a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got some green grass. There he goes. He's at the and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. Gives it. Got a little space. He's loose. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They're going to ride this running back. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This quarterback part of their running game. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Under pressure. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at...
There he goes down the right side. Took care of it himself. Past the 20, the 10. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Wants to go up top on second down. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Cross. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Caught. Run ends there. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Washington. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Now the Knights will call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll ride him again. Swamped immediately.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us here.